All right, we had some issues, so we're doing an abbreviated ride today. Gonna be making our way up to Craigsville, Virginia, and probably loop around there and come back and try to keep it at about 160, 175 mile a day. Yesterday turned out to be a 250 mile day, and it was absolutely brutal in the heat and the dust conditions. We were some wore out puppies last night. So anyway, we're going to be coming back to Covington and spending the night here again. So just trying to make our way back to the BDR right now and jump on section 3. All right, just a couple miles out of town. We're on their first dirt. We had to stop for a minute because my guy was showing a conflict with the Garmin. Guy had us on the route, but the Garmin didn't. And I realized I'd already punched in section 3 on the Garmin, and technically we're still on section 2 for like 21 miles. So we're up and running and going the right way. Little rocky still. I would like to be the contractor that's got the rock quarry in Virginia. Just had a nice beaver run across me. First time I've ever seen that on a trail. Oh, it's nice and shady in here. It's supposed to be about 98 degrees, maybe 99 today. And I think it's going to be around 90 already by noon. And just stopping at the gas station and everything at 9 o'clock in the morning, you could already feel the heat. So we welcome these covered trails. Yeah, buddy, dust isn't as bad yet as it was yesterday. We know it's going to get there. I hate to think what my air filter is going to look like after this trip. Well, maybe I spoke too soon on the dust because it picked up pretty quick. To tell you about a product. I'm not endorsing them or anything because I don't get paid for them. but pass along the information. I'm prone to leg cramps after long days of riding, especially my right leg for some reason. No clue why, but I get them on my right leg. And I've sort of come to the conclusion of riding the trails, I think I get them in the right leg faster than the left because I'm braking. So you're exerting power on the braking. It's the only thing I can think of. So anyway, I had a friend of mine tell me about that liquid IV, the powder packs, and said it was great. So I used it yesterday, and I also got Drip Drop. It's basically the same stuff, but I mostly was going off the liquid IV yesterday. So the night before, started drinking glasses of that, and then sipped through it through my Hydro Pack yesterday all day long, and I did good. Now, when we got in the pool last night, I started feeling a little bit of a twinge coming on in the right leg. I massaged it out, and I'm thinking, oh boy, come about 2 o'clock in the morning, I want to have bad cramps, and I didn't get them at all. So of course I loaded up my Hydro Pack with it again today, so I'll put a link or the name of it or a picture of it here in the video. But so my friend that recommended the liquid IV, man, props to them, because it definitely helped me out yesterday, and I'm drinking it again today. Because especially hot as it is out here, man, you've got to stay hydrated. The wind will sap it out of you, just the heat, fighting the dust, tensing up on the gravel. So it's a pretty good product. I give them props. Like I said, it's called Liquid IV. All right, now that I'm not riding in the dust cloud, let's talk about the difference that I'm seeing so far between this and the Smoky Mountain 500. We are still on section 2. We didn't do all of 2 yesterday because it was just brutal, the heat, and you know, a lot of people say, oh, you can do 1 and 2 of the Mid-Atlantic in one day. If you're hauling ass or planning an extremely long day of riding, yes, you can. The disadvantage of doing both of them is if you got a hotel reservation or Airbnb that you've got to make it to, if you've got some trail issues or whatever, you eventually have to get to your reservations, and it makes for a long ride. If I had to recommend doing it, we would have probably done section 1, nice and easy, get off, relax, spend the night. Do section 2, same thing, and then 3. I just probably recommend taking a day for each. I know a lot of people say no. I mean, so far for the 1 and 2 and 3 section, I would take a day each. Why rush yourself? Set up and moving, feeling good. Stopping and even in the shade, and that humidity starts kicking in. We're going up, and we're not far from ending section 2, and we're going to make a left off the route. And according to the pin, there's an overlook, I guess, on the west side of Warm Springs. So we're going to see if we can find the overlook. Yesterday we went to what was supposed to be an overlook on stage 1, and the road was closed off and all overgrown and everything else. So hopefully this overlooks here. Yeah, I can. Yeah, we're going to go the overlook, so we're going to go up a little bit further, and we're going to make a left, and we're going to go through Warm Springs. There might be a convenience store. I know Mike wanted something to drink or whatever. So, yeah, no, we'll do that. That was a good section. It's a shame that it's dustier in the moon, but nice ride. We are coming to the end of section 2. And once again, for everybody that says 1 and 2 are easily doable in one day, man, more power to you. You're going to be a speed demon, because it is a long haul on these rock roads if you're doing 1 and 2. I highly recommend section 1, stay over. or unless you go a little bit past and you're going to camp somewhere, then maybe get up, you know, halfway into section 2 or something, and then, you know, so on. But doing 1 and 2, no, we learned a valuable lesson, man. We didn't even do all of 2, and it took us forever yesterday. So just a word of advice: if you want to go slow, sightsee, take your time, plan for section 1 and then plan for section 2. That's my advice. All right, we are right outside of Warm Springs, Virginia, and this is something that you don't see every day. In fact, the first time my daughter ever saw one was about 6 years ago up in Canada. She didn't know what it was. Everybody's doing good, ready to roll. We're gonna go down to a ledge overlook here in a minute. There we go, little cock of the walk behind us. Okay, this is the Dan Ingalls overlook. I think the overlook from the road was nicer. Virginia mountains, and this is the George Washington, or the Washington National Forest. Okay, our first dirt on section 3 since Warm Springs, so it's been a haul. Don't get me wrong, the countryside's absolutely beautiful, but this is the first dirt, and the game plan is we're gonna head to Craigsville, top off on fuel, hopefully some food there, make a loop back around, and then head back down to Covington. Try to get back to the Verbo and get some pool time. So that's the game plan. But thankfully a little bit of dirt. And the poor guys behind me, they're getting dusted out. So it's like one of those things, the dirt's sort of like catch-22, double-edged sword today. I'll tell you, the Verbo we're staying at, I'll get better video tonight. But if you're riding in bigger groups, I think it's sort of the way to go. This house we got, it has a swimming pool, 5 bedrooms, or actually 5 beds, 4 bedrooms. Really nice older house, hardwood floor, super clean. Not far from town. You're right in to get something to eat. And it just comes out cheaper. Plus it's nice because you got the nice TV in the living room, and you can sit there and BS about the day's activities instead of everybody having to sit on someone's bed in a hotel room and just shoot the shit. So this Covington, Virginia is where we're staying. And our host, she's super nice, real cool. The odd thing is, we haven't run across the first vehicle, first bike group of guys, anybody running south today on the north end of 2 and what we've done on 3 so far. The only person that we've even seen on the trails was on 2 was a ranger, forest ranger, and he waved and went on by. We were on a rest break. But other than that, we haven't seen anybody. And they're like, what idiots ride when it's 98 degrees? And we're standing over there like waving arms like, yeah, that'd be us.